Tell us what's your question.
My question is, I sold my 5 cents of land with a house, which I purchased in 2010.
Okay.
For 25 lakh rupees. If I have to pay the capital tax, in that case, how much time I would get? How much will be the capital tax I would pay?
How much would be the capital gains tax that you are supposed to be paying? That's what you want to know.
Paid. The first question is that.
Okay.
How much time I would get?
How much time do you have to pay the capital gains tax? Also, Gangadharan, tell us this.
I will tell you. The deed was done in 2010, 2014.
Okay. Gangadharan, what I want to know is 25 lakhs is what you bought the land in 2010?
2010, I bought it for 10 lakh rupees.
Okay, you bought it for 10 lakh rupees. You sold it for 25 lakh in 2014, right?
2014 November.
2014 November. Okay, and you want to know what is the capital gains tax that you will have to pay and how much time do you have to pay that tax? Samir, what do you have to say?
So, just to repeat his facts, in 2010 he has purchased the property for 10 lakhs, and in 2014 he has already sold it, and he has realized gains on that. Obviously, in India we have fiscal year, which is April to March. So his fiscal year will be 1st April 2014 to 31st March 2015, which means that in that year he should have exercised his choice either to pay tax, or if he wanted to claim any benefits under the Income Tax Act, then he should have parked the funds into a special capital gains account.
Right.
Or he could have obviously invested in bonds, whatever. If he has not done any of this, obviously he has a tax liability which is already knocking at his door, and he has delayed in payment, so he should pay right now. But if he has already put this money in a separate capital bank account in that fiscal year, then he still has 2 years to save the taxes by buying another property, which is till 31st March 2016, which has also gone. If he has not purchased, he still has 1 more year till 2017 to construct a property or get a property constructed, in which case he can still save. But if he is not able to meet either of the conditions, obviously he'll have to pay capital gains tax. It will be long-term capital gains tax, so he'll get benefit of indexation, etc. But he'll have to pay interest and penalty for delayed payment of taxes.
And how much is this interest and penalty on the...
So obviously he need not pay the penalty, because penalty will be initiated by the tax office, and if he proves bona fide intention that he had valid reasons for not declaring it or paying it, maybe he may get an escape from the penalty, but interest he has to pay, which is 1% per month on that basis.
So this is 1% per month. He said November 2014 was when he sold it.
Correct.
So is this 1% per month starting from November 2014?
Yes.
Okay, so Gangadharan, that's your answer there. Hopefully, like Samir said, you have taken the proceeds of that sale and you have reinvested it in a capital gains account, which is a bank account where you keep your capital gains and your profits in. If you have done that and you've been holding it for the last 2 years, then you have 1 more year to reinvest the proceeds in a residential property. But this property has to be constructed and complete within the next fiscal year, that is by March 2016. By March 2017. However, if you have not done that, then you have a tax liability. You also have to pay interest on it, and this interest is chargeable at 1% per month from the month when you carried out that sale, which means from November 2014 onwards, you have to pay 1% of the capital gains or of the sale proceeds. What is 1% of what?
1% of the capital gains, the tax payable on 1%. I mean, the tax payable on the capital gains, 1% on that.
1% of the tax payable on the capital gains, and remember, capital gains over here is a profit that you make. It is not the entire sale proceeds. So like you said, 25 lakh was what you sold the property at, 10 lakh was what you bought the property at. So you have a gain over here. You've made a profit over here of 15 lakhs. That with indexation will give you your capital gains, right?
Correct. And on that you calculate tax rate, and then you calculate 1% on that tax amount.
Right. So Gangadharan, here's what we suggest. If you have not paid your taxes and if you have not, parked the money in a capital gains account, it's best that you go and consult. You go and, speak to a tax consultant and they'll tell you exactly what you need to do.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.